12 months, zero interest, no hidden fees. You've seen this offer 1,000 times. On furniture, on electronics, at the dentist. It sounds like free money, like someone is literally lending you cash and asking for nothing in return. But here's the thing about free money, it doesn't exist. Someone is always paying, and if you can't figure out who, it's you. Today, I'm going to show you the real cost of easy payments, and it's a lot more than zero. Let's start with a class, 12 months, 0% interest. You buy a couch for $1,200. 12 payments of $100. No interest. Sounds like a no-brainer, right? Here's what they don't tell you. First, that couch might have been cheaper if you paid cash. Many retailers build the financing cost into the sticker price. The couch isn't really $1,200. It's $1,000 with a $200 financing premium baked in. You just can't see it because there's only one price tag. Second, read the fine print. Most 0% offers come with a catch called deferred interest. That means if you miss one payment or if you don't pay off the full balance by month 12, you don't just owe the remaining amount. You owe interest on the entire original purchase price, backdated to day one. And that interest rate, usually 24 to 29%. Almost half the people who sign up for these zero interest deals end up paying interest anyway, and not just a little. We're talking rates that would make a loan shark blush. This is the business model. The 0% offer isn't there to save you money. It's there because the lender knows, statistically, mathematically knows, that a huge chunk of borrowers will trip the deferred interest clause. Your free loan is subsidized by the people who mess up. Now, let's talk about the shiny new version. Buy now, pay later. Klarna, Afterpay. Affirm. You've seen the buttons at checkout on basically every online store. Split it into 4 payments. No interest, no credit check. What could go wrong? A lot, actually. B&MPL companies make money in 3 ways, and all 3 eventually come from your pocket. Way number 1, merchant fees. Every time you use B&MPL, the store pays the B&MPL company a fee, usually 4 to 8% of the purchase price. That's roughly double what a credit card charges. And where does the store get that money? From the price of everything it sells. You're paying for it whether you use B&MPL or not. Way number 2, late fees and penalties. B&MPL companies publicly say, no interest, but miss a payment, and the fees start stacking. Afterpay charges up to 25% of the order value in late fees. Klarna may charge late fees or send your account to collections. These companies make hundreds of millions of dollars a year from late fees alone. Way number 3, and this is the sneaky one, you spend more. Studies consistently show that people spend 20 to 40% more when using B&MPL compared to paying upfront. Because B&MPL makes the price feel smaller. A $200 jacket isn't $200 anymore. It's 4 easy payments of $50. Your brain processes the 50, not the 200. And that's the whole point. B&MPL isn't the payment method. It's a psychological trick that makes everything feel cheaper than it is. The payment plan is the product. Your increased spending is the revenue. Okay, let's do the math that no one shows you. You see, 12 months 0% interest, and you think the annual percentage rate is 0. But financial economists have a different way of looking at it. When a store offers you 0% financing, someone is eating the cost of that loan. If it's the merchant, they've raised prices to cover it. If it's a third-party lender, they're betting on deferred interest. Either way, the effective cost to you is not 0. Let us say you could have gotten a 10% discount for paying cash, which is common in furniture, car dealers, and medical billing. On a $1,200 purchase, that's $120 you left on the table. Spread that over 12 months, and your 0% loan effectively cost you about 20% APR. And it gets worse with shorter B&MPL plans. Let's say you split a $200 purchase into 4 bi-weekly payments of $50. No interest, but you get hit with a $15 late fee on one payment. Now you've paid $215 for a $200 item. Over a 6-week period, what's the annualized rate on that? Over 60%. That's payday loan territory. Even without late fees, the hidden cost is the overspending. If beet and peel made you spend 30% more than you would have otherwise, and you use it 10 times a year, you are looking at hundreds or thousands of dollars in extra spending, money you would have parted with if you had to pay full price up front. That's not free financing. That's an invisible tax on your future self. Here's the question nobody asks: why would a store pay 6% to a beet and peel company when credit cards only charge 3%? Because it works. Beet and peel increases conversion rates, the percentage of shoppers who actually buy something, by 20 to 30%, and it increases average order size by 30 to 50%. If you are a store, paying 6% to make 40% more money is the best deal in retail. The beet and peel fee is a customer acquisition cost, not a charity. And here's the dark part. Beet and peel companies, their marketing is all over. Instagram, TikTok, fashion brands. The average beet and peel user is 25 to 34 years old. These are people who are building their financial habits right now, and the habit they're building is, I can have anything I want right now, and I'll deal with the bill later. That's not financial innovation. That's a debt pipeline disguised as convenience. Traditional credit at least shows up on your credit report. Beet and peel often doesn't, which means you can stack multiple beet and peel obligations without any lender seeing the full picture. You look financially healthy on paper while juggling 6 different payment plans. The reason all of this works comes down to one thing. Your brain can't handle big numbers in real time. When you see 4 payments of $37.5, your brain says, $37.50, that's nothing. It doesn't multiply by 4. It doesn't compare it to your total monthly obligations. It just sees a small, comfortable number and says yes. This is called payment partitioning, and it's one of the most powerful tools in consumer finance. Break any price into small enough pieces, and it stops feeling like money. Car dealers have used this for decades. They don't talk about the price of the car. They talk about the monthly payment. Only $399 a month. That sounds manageable. But over 72 months at 7% interest, you've paid $34,000 for a $27,000 car. $7,000 vanished and you never felt it leave. Every installment plan works the same way. It takes a large, painful number and turns it into a series of small, painless ones. And painless means you don't think about it, which means you spend more, which is the entire point. So what's the move? Rule 1. If you can't afford to buy it outright, the installment plan isn't making it affordable. It's making it feel affordable. Those are very different things. Rule 2. Always ask for a cash discount, especially for big purchases. Furniture, medical bills, car repairs. Many merchants will give you 5 to 15% off because they save on financing fees. That discount is the true cost of the installment plan made visible. Rule 3. If you do use big nil or zero offers, set up autopay immediately. The entire business model depends on you missing a payment. Don't give them the chance. The best price is the one you pay once in full with money you already have. Everything else is someone else's business model, disguised as your convenience. That was episode 2 of The Invisible Cop. Next time, I'll break down the one industry where the house always wins, and it's not a casino. It's your insurance company. If you want the math nobody shows you, subscribe. This is The Invisible Coat.